Should Donald Trump get actively involved with the US military, or would that make things worse rather than better for the protesters, you think?
If you study history of a time that we intervened versus a time that we didn't intervene. In 1952, there was a leader named Mossadegh. He was there for 2 years and 4 months. Everybody around the world was, well, wait a minute, why do we want this Mossadegh guy? Because he's nationalizing everything. He took everything away from BP, which is, you guys know the history with what happened there. And then UK, MI6 and CIA intervened to get Mossadegh to fall, and Reza Pahlavi shows up, Mohammad Reza Shah Pahlavi, the father of Reza Pahlavi. For 37 years, Iran improves in the economy. It becomes a great partner. Middle East is fairly peaceful. It isn't as chaotic as it is today. He wasn't funding Hezbollah, Houthis, Hamas, all this other stuff. The only criticism that you would get from him was his Savak, which their Savak was our CIA, was Israel's Mossad, was UK's MI6, which, by the way, just so you know, the MI6, the Mossad, and the CIA trained the Savak. So every time people criticize Savak, just so you know, Mossad, CIA, and MI6 trained Savak. So it's not like it was their CIA. So all the complaints that you hear about was that. So intervening got rid of Mossadegh and brought in Mohammad Reza Shah Pahlavi. The economy opened up. Everybody did business with Iran. It was good. Now let's go to a time that we didn't intervene. 1979, the Shah is calling Kissinger and Jimmy Carter, because Jimmy Carter, when he came December 31st of 1977, he did a toast with the Shah, and he said, this is an island of stability. Iran's a great partner to us. When the Shah and his people are calling, pleading for help, Kissinger and Carter are like, yeah, we'll help out. Yeah, we'll help out. Yeah, we'll help out. They never showed up. What happened? Iran fell. Khomeini came in. Those 3,000 political prisoners that the Shah had that he released ended up doing 9/11. 3,600 people died at World Trade Center. So you have to make the decision for yourself whether you're an interventionist or non-interventionist. In my opinion here, is the world a better place without IRGC? Yes. Is the world a better place with Khamenei's regime and Pezeshkian to fall? Yes. Is the world a better place to see them get rid of the way they conduct what they do in Iran? Yes, absolutely. Who does not want to see this? This is the question that we have to ask ourselves. Who wants to see intervention? Who does not want to see intervention? Who loses if Iran becomes a democracy? Who takes a hit? Way before there was a Dubai, way before there was a Saudi, way before all this, your friend Ronaldo who plays soccer, then he feels very safe. Before Saudi, before all these places, the place that was the OG Dubai was Tehran, Iran. That's where Sinatra would perform concerts in 75. That's where the wealthy would go to. So it's important to know the differentiation between the two. So, if done right, I think the world's a safer place. I don't think Saudi wants to see Iran be democracy again because they lose business. Now there's competition. Now you got another place to buy oil from. I don't think China wants to see that. They're buying oil right now for nothing, dirt cheap. I don't know if Russia fully wants to see this. I definitely don't think Turkey wants to see this. So if you're talking about who doesn't want to see Iran be free again, how is China, Russia, Turkey as allies with us? I know behind closed doors, Turkey is trying to broker a conversation of, negotiation talks between Iran and U.S., but I think U.S. President Trump just said we're no longer talking to them.
After 2 years of working on this, we have finally pulled it off. And let me tell you what it is. Every time we do the Vol Conference, if you've attended, you know this. I stand up and I speak for probably 45 hours is what I do at the Vol Conference. And I love it. I love being around the guys. I love it. But I wear the Ferragamo shoes when I do this. Or I wear some kind of dress shoes. Eventually, for the last 25 years, I've always been on stage walking around. I'm like, you know what? I'm sick and tired of it. I want a shoe that I'm comfortable wearing. And here's what I love. I don't like shoes that are so heavy. That's a dumbbell. You can use it as a weapon. I don't want that. Like the Xenia, you carry it. I have so many of them, but they're so heavy. Like you can literally curl the Xenia, the shoes, and you'll get a pump within 30 reps. And I wanted the combination of the Hoka, the On Cloud, the Super Foam, because there's a big thing going on right now with the Super Foam where the bottom of the shoe, you wear it. You know which ones I'm talking about, the On Cloud or the Hokas, right? They're so comfortable. And I said, what if we take luxury and then combine it with the super comfort? What would that look like? And let's build it in Italy. So what do? We went to Italy. We designed the shoe in Florida. We made the shoe in Italy in five of the factories. We went back and forth, God knows how many times. And by the way, the shoes we're about to launch and introduce to you right now, where you're going to see the video for the first time, I've been wearing those shoes for the last 22 days straight. I'm wearing them right now. I literally wear it with suits. I wore it yesterday when we went to lunch. I wear it every single day. It's the most comfortable shoes I have, yet it's authentic Italian leather. Rob, if you don't mind playing the video, go for it. Here's the video of the latest shoe, the FLBs. When we set out to create a shoe that blends comfort, function, and luxury, we had the choice to make it fast. We had the choice to make it cheap. We chose neither. Instead, we chose Tuscany, Italy. We chose true Italian craftsmanship, each pair touched by 50 skilled hands. We chose patience, spending 2 years perfecting every detail, and we chose the finest quality at every step. Introducing the Future Looks Bright collection. Not rushed, not disposable, not ordinary. Rather, intentional, luxurious, timeless. Boom. There you go. Designed in Florida, 100% made in Italy. 50 hands touch each shoe that was made. And here's what's unique about it. I want to kind of show this to everybody that knows this. And I've worn pretty much every one of these shoes. So if you compare this, the Italian leather, of course, it's made in Italy. It's not assembled, made in China, assembled in Italy, 100% made in Italy, assembled in Italy. It's FLBs, Berluttis, which are $18.40, Ferragamos are $8.95, Zennias are $11.90, and Gucci's are $9.50. Leather premium lining, all of them except for Gucci. Laceless feature, it's the FLBs, the Berluttis, you have laces, Ferragamos laceless, and then you have also the Zennias, and then the Gucci's have the laces. I don't want to wake up in the morning, put laces on. I want to get out the house. Took me 3 seconds to put my shoes on today. Craftsman, 5 different Italian factories all made this shoe. Berluttis are the same as us, as well as FLB. But the only shoe, these trainers, the only one in the world today, according to the factories that told me this in Italy, that has the super foam, the only one that has the same super foam used in the On Clouds and the Hokas, it's the FLBs, and they're officially out, and you can place the order. Here's a challenge. We only have 1,000 of these pairs. And when you say 1,000 of these pairs, they start from size, I believe, is it 8? It goes 8, 9, 10, 10.5, 11, 11.5, 12, 13. Those are the sizes that we have. And the shoes that you can get today, the colors, you have access to, Rob, if you can go back there, you can have access to those browns, which is absolutely beautiful. And by the way, the brown on the bottom, the stitching on the side is a left stitching. If you can change the picture, and on the bottom it says the future looks bright. Look at the white lines on the side. It's beautiful. The only ones we have right now that you can get sent out today are the black and the browns. If you do want the white to pre-order, I would highly recommend you do so. They're going to come out the second week of December. So the white and the navy blue comes out the second week of December. The browns and the blacks are available. If you believe the future looks bright as much as we do, go place the order. There's nothing like sitting in the boardroom with your trainers and you put your feet over your knee and people look at the bottom of your shoe and it says future looks bright. That's how you get deals done. All right, so they're out. I'm excited to announce it, and I'm very happy for people to go sport it. When you get them, take pictures, send it our way. We're going to show all these shoes, all the pictures that are being taken. I already got a bunch of them sent to me on Instagram. Go to vtmerch.com, place your order. It's all over the website. Maybe buy it for your husband, buy it for your brother, buy it for your coworkers, buy it for your best salespeople if you want to let them know the future looks bright. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.